Well, hello and welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this episode, we are talking about new arrivals from Viavision Entertainment out of Australia. I've got a stack of new television titles to discuss with you guys. You got, man, the Tomorrow People complete series box set. You know what else we're going to talk about in a second? Mike Hammer. Super hard to find, but no more. Because Viavision is out of Australia, you may be watching this in, my neck of the woods or somewhere else. You're like, well, I don't know. Listen, I checked every single one of these releases on my Region A Blu-ray player. They're not Blu-rays, they're DVDs, but, Blu-ray player upscales nicely, see? And no problems whatsoever playing. I checked the first disc and the last disc, and everything played fine for me. So we'll talk more about where you can pick them up in a second. Let's kick it off with The Tomorrow People. This is some of you guys already know. I'm wearing my Doctor Who shirt, my Tom Baker Doctor Who shirt, because the Tomorrow People and Doctor Who in the 70s, Tomorrow People ran from 1973 to 1979. Tomorrow People was on ITV, Doctor Who was on the BBC, and they were kind of a rival show. I think there's even marketing photos of, press photos at the time of the Tomorrow People with John Pertwee's Doctor, which was Doctor number 3 before Tom Baker, kind of playing up the rivalries angle. This was a children's television show, but it's not by no means is it just for kids these days. That kind of focused on young people with powers. It's a lot like the X-Men, now that I come to think of it, and watching it again as I was to kind of check these out, and I will be watching every single episode of this. So what we don't cover here, this is just the, hey, look what came out, get your order in. That's what this is, just product awareness. But we'll come back later and do more in-depth stuff. I plan to watch every single episode of this. It's very, very similar to the X-Men. When these kids hit puberty, certain kids, Homo superior, it's another X-Men term, develop powers like telekinesis, or that's telekinesis, Kyle. It's a Tenacious D reference. And they have powers, right? And so there are people who are after them, and there's like it's a very it's cool is what it is. And if you were a kid in the 70s, I was a kid in the 80s, and this came on Nickelodeon. And I should even talk about this. This has been rebooted several times. They rebooted it in the 90s, I want to say. Maybe, no, it was the 80s, I guess. It's been rebooted so many times. They rebooted it again with the CW, so it's like the hot, skinny young people who are just like, we are the Tomorrow People. And I haven't watched any of that. But this is the original series, and it's the complete series. I want to talk to you guys about, first of all, product packaging tour. Just pretend it's on this nice rotating platform. I'll play like Herb Alpert music. It's probably copyrighted and I can't do that. But if YouTube was like, Google comes after me, they're like, you used Herb Alpert. You imitated Herb Alpert horns with your mouth. Cease and desist. That'd be wild. This, look, it's got special features. It's got all the 73 to 79. It's 8 seasons on 15 discs. It has, I checked out some of the special features, a lot of text-based features. So they have like write-ups. But you guys remember when DVD was new and we got so many text features? I miss those. Now we get those dandelion special features that are just like poof, you blow on them and they go away. But you used to get like, they've got a lot of information in text form here. They also have audio commentaries, text-based episode synopses, fact files, cast profiles, and an interview with Nicholas Young. So let me just kind of show you how they've done this. I'm not gonna. All right, I will. Series 1 and 2. Series 3 through 5, and 6 through 8. They're presenting these in what I think we call omnibus format, because this was a serialized show, like Doctor Who. You tune in every week, and you get a 25-minute installment of a larger story, right? And then the larger story would last for 4, 5, 6 episodes, and then you go to a new story. So, like, the first disc is the first story, which is Slaves of Jedekiah. But, they're not presented in you don't select the episodes. You can through the scene selection menu, but they play like the whole serial, the whole Slaves of Jedekiah is like 2 hours long. Well, it wasn't 2 hours when it came on. They've put them together. It does have the episode beginnings, so like cliffhanger, Credit sequence, episode 2, Slaves of Jedekiah, written by. That's how they do it. So just in case you're curious, you're wondering. I think this is tremendous, especially now that everyone all around the world, really pushing it with the music use in this episode. The music use, just sing a song. It's everybody. They played. I assume these are region free, so everybody that wants to watch this can watch this. Because I know a lot of times when these things come out from the BBC, or not the BBC, they come out in Britain, they're often region locked. But this is not, and I am so grateful to Viavision because that's what they tend to do. It invites everyone to play. Let's talk about Pie in the Sky, series 1 and 2. Stars Richard Griffiths. Now, some of you guys, some of our younger viewers, may know Richard Griffiths only as Uncle Vernon from the Harry Potter movies. Vernon Dursley. Jeez, Uncle Vernon, right? So kept him under the stairs, like, you're not going to wizard school. But he had a huge career outside of Harry Potter and well before Harry Potter ever started. So this is one of his shows where he is a 1994 to 1996. He's a detective and detective inspector, and he wants to open a restaurant, which feels like a good fit for him. He seems like he would want to open a restaurant. And he gets shot, like on his last case. So he has to still have a foot in the inspecting, policing, detecting world, and he goes ahead and opens the restaurant. So it mixes like British crime with the cooking world, with cuisine. And here's a pic of the back. I'm showing you the back of the box, a pic of the back, whatever. Interview with Maggie Steed, special features, filmographies, production notes, picture gallery. I'll give you a little peek inside. Everything has its own tray, hub, spindle. And you know what? Let me take this art wrap out as well. Give you a good gander at that. I am very excited about this. When I cover things like this, I know something like The Tomorrow People is going to be a hit, and I think Mike Hammer is going to be a hit with you guys too. But things like this, I don't always know about, and so often you guys are like, oh, always, please talk about the British mystery. You guys want to know about the mysteries, you want to know about the soap operas, so I'm happy to cover them, and I'm happy to review this stuff as I go through it. I am tremendously, I'm going to say I'm stoked about this. I am stoked, you guys, about Mike Hammer. This is Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer. Now, this character goes back to the prime pulp era. There are 50s, movie adaptations of Mike Hammer mysteries. He is a noir character. He comes from the original noir tradition. But then in the 80s, they decide to take a crack at the show again, or the character again with the TV series. And there's like a TV movie that's a pilot. Well, there's a movie to gauge interest. It had to do with Kolchak the Night Stalker. You had a couple of movies to see what the interest was, and then when the interest was there, you go ahead and do a series. So they had a movie, and then they have a TV movie, like a full-length TV movie, and then the series proper starts. And it ran for 2 seasons before it became the new Mike Hammer Mysteries, and that's not here. This is the original series. So Viavision also is responsible for the new Mike Hammer Mysteries, and I don't have that. I need to get my hands on that. I need to order that. But if my memory serves, what happened was Stacy Keach is Mike Hammer here, and he was in Europe. I want to say he was in the UK, and he got busted with a little booger sugar, if you know what I'm talking about, and he had to go to jail. And so they had to cancel they were in the middle of production with these things. I think they'd wrapped, but anyway, they had to stop the series, and they had to wait for Stacy Keach to get out of prison. And then when he comes back, they're like, well, let's just revamp this whole thing. And that's the new Mike Hammer Mystery. So this is everything that happened up to that point. This is the Mike Hammer TV show. And look, I'll show you the back. Have I showed you the back? Includes the original pilot movies Murder Me, Murder You. That's one. Murder Me, Murder You. Or maybe it's like Murder Me, Murder You. Maybe it's an insult. And More Than Murder. And then, of course, the new Mike Hammer show, which we don't have here. Can't talk about it. See, this is brand new. This just came out. The new Mike Hammer mysteries have already been out for a while. They have the movies. There were a couple of other movies as well, and those are on that set in addition to that entire series. So, oh look, here's an ad for the new Mike Hammer mysteries. What do they call it? The new Mike Hammer, the series. Okay. I believe this is the series that allegedly, I don't even know if it's allegedly, but the showrunner, the person responsible for the show, the rights were obtained. I'll say that. The rights for Mike Hammer on TV were obtained for $1 from Mickey Spillane. It's very interesting stuff. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be excited about this because these have been so hard to find. So hard to find. I know they've been like, in America especially, they've been like, well, there's like season 1, part 1 or something like that. Like a 4-disc set. That's everything. That's both of the first seasons. That's very cool. Viavision is putting out epic stuff. I also want to talk to you guys about this. This is the last thing we're going to cover here. And Mother Makes 5. This is again a British sitcom from the 70s. What year are we looking at here? 74 to 76. Now previously on Serial at Midnight, we talked about the precursor and Mother Makes 3, which was 1971 to 1973. So it's about a single mother, her 2 children, and it's a sitcom. I mean, it's a British sitcom, and it's fun, and it has heart and everything. By the way, when I was watching this, because I do watch this stuff, when I was watching this, there was this girl. I was like, I know this little girl. Who is this little... She's not on the cover here. And it's the actress that plays Veruca Salt in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. She's a recurring character in And Mother Makes 3. And Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was right around the time that this was being done, too. So, it's interesting. Stardom. Stardom. So here, now we have the complete... See, there were 3 of them, and then she met someone, and now there are 5. So you got the whole series. I'm getting Full House vibes. Is anyone else getting Full House vibes? Maybe Brady Bunch vibes. I'm going to go with Full House. Cut it out. Have mercy. None of those apply to this show. We're talking about And Mother Makes 5. But I really enjoy these. They're light. They're British sitcoms are their own thing. And I know a lot of you guys love them. Hey, I did an episode. Hey! It's a Harry Carey. The Will Ferrell's version of Harry Carey. If you were a hot dog... Hey, if you were a hot dog on a desert island, would you eat yourself? I did an episode with Vanessa Buttino about her favorite British Christmas television specials, and it got very well. It got proper received by you guys, and I want to thank you for that. All the love that you've given to the British television specials that we cover here on Serial at Midnight. Much love to you. So thankful, so very grateful for you. What in the world? So what do you guys think about these? You gonna be picking them up? Where can you pick them up? Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad you asked. All these are available if you're in the Australian area or the Australian region. You can order these directly from Viavision. You can order them from you can do that even if you're not. They ship internationally, but I know a lot of North Americans are skeptical about international shipping right now because it's gotten so convoluted with the whole global circumstances. But you could get them from Viavision. You can get them through JB Hi-Fi. And then here stateside, I like to recommend people to Deep Discount, deepdiscount.com. They usually stock a lot of import releases, including Viavision. Sometimes they pop up on Amazon. Like right now, the Mickey Spillane. It was on Amazon. I don't think that it is at the moment because these are brand new, but I'm assuming stock is headed their way. So you can find them if you're looking for them, and I just want you to know that they did play perfectly fine on my player. So which of these are you the most excited about? Which of these should Serial at Midnight circle back for a review for first? It's a lot of like prepositions and what of the... I don't know. I just want to continue talking about these in the comments below. Who has seen Pie in the Sky? Who likes these British mystery detective shows and the twist? I mean, I do. I like that there's always a twist. It's never just a straight mystery show. It's always like, he was a police inspector from the right side of the tracks until he was shot. And he also wanted to open a bistro with a performance cafe and karaoke. How have the two worlds combined together? Let's find out in this delightfully ribald tale of crime fighting and karaoke. Let's pitch an idea. Crime fighting karaoke. There we go. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Glad you made it to the end of the video. If you did make it to the end of the video, which you did because you're watching this, wink. Appreciate you very much. Guys, take care. Thanks very much. Until next time, here's where to go and what to do.